When you trade crypto, and never is when the market starts to slide, paper hands drop as prices go down. Where's the high market rebounds? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not in crypto right now, you are missing out on one of the biggest opportunities in your life. Hit that like button, join and subscribe, and enjoy Road Dog Crypto.
Well, I've never had a request like that. Here you go, Mr. Miles. Rub it all in there, motorboat it. Right there you go. So happy we could please you that easily. Check, check, check. Can you hear me? What happens if you press? Heard. What the stream needs is just a little cowbell. Get the mood right. Yeah. Nothing like a little cowbell just to give you that je ne sais quoi. Uplifting spirits. Little loud on the left nipple. Mr. Miles says, you need to add more cowbell to that cowbell. That's the Casper cowbell. Yes, I like my Kool-Aid shaken, not stirred. Thank you. guy sounds like the guy from Panic at the Disco. That's who he reminds me of. 26 seconds until we begin. Puff, yeah.
I wish you all the best I can, and I stop myself for a while. I'm saying things I don't believe, the panic's rising up in...
For those of you that have been hitting that like button, I sincerely thank you very much.
We got a little checklist right here this time, right? Yeah, I got to look down this thing. Mic check is the first thing on there. The second thing on that list is a chat room shout out. And we got Mr. Miles hanging out, who is reportedly first again. How do you do that, Mr. Miles? That's amazing. We also got Sam Webb, and we got Strega. Brackish Adventures? Hey, Brackish is here first, man. That's amazing. Awesome. Muted, joking. Yeah, that'll give me a heart attack. Strega says, Panic at the Crypto. He does sound like the guy from Panic at the Disco to me, though. Well, here we are. This is our weekly bubbles right here, and they're green, so that's nice. I'm liking it. I kind of want some more of it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. I want it. Squeeze up 50%. H&T, go figure. 55% up. You know, I was looking at one today that I think is kind of interesting. I'm just going to go ahead and jump over to it. Just mix it up a little bit. You're not going by your chart. Gosh darn it. It's either me talking about Tangem real quick, which we will do, or we're just kind of jumping into this one. I just want to see what Tokenmetrics says about Kujira, because she's cheap and she's been $5 or more before. She's like 30 something cents right now. So my little spidey senses are just a tingling. Let's go to investor summary over here. Look at that. It's got a buy signal for investor grade and investor summary. Fundamental grade 67%, valuation grade 47.9%, technology grade 82. That's up there. You don't see something in the 80s that often. Market cap is 50 million, just tossing that little sweet spot. I nibbled today. I had to. I hadn't nibbled a lot though. I've got a little bit of the staking, but at these prices, this is lower than what I ever got in. Let's add to my bags what I'm thinking. You don't have to. I'm just bringing it up to you, just showing you what looks like it might have a good potential. Circulating supply is 122 million. So is the total supply and the max supply. So it's all out there. She's been around for a little while. Kujira is committed to leveling the playing field and decentralized finance by building dApps for regular crypto users. What? Whatever. You can check out the website and all that cool kind of stuff. I guess we can look at it. I don't want to spend too much time there. I want to go see what the chart looks like. It's built off the Cosmos ecosystem. I'm not trying to show anything. I just think, well, just look at the chart. See what you think. That's what I think like a Bitcoin on the 6 minute. We're going to skip over Bitcoin right now. We're going to mix it up. Mix it up just a little bit. Look at you, Bitcoin. So we got Kuji, and this one looks good, MexC. Yeah, zoom out on this guy. Look at this. Also, so she's retesting the bottoms down here. Looks like, wow, how far did you get down? This was a couple of weeks ago, though. That first major drop, I guess we got down 23 cents there, right? Anyway, she's back at a bottom. And being at a bottom, well, that's just an area that I like to buy things. So I did. So if I go up here and get a accumulation zone, swing high to swing low, we assume, don't know yet. Technically, if that's our bottom, we're assuming that it is. We could, you know, do a fib check here, and well, that one goes negative 20, so that won't work. We're on the weekly. Let's come down to the daily and let's speed through this. Let's see what we got going on here. Moving averages, whatever. I mean, very bearish, but we got the Lucy line coming here on the daily right at our accumulation zone here, that fib. So that $1.50 area looks good to me. So she's 40 cents right now, and to get up to that area would be a 212% move from the current areas. She got dumped on heavy there. She was making a kind of a rounded bottoming shape, and then the market fell out. Now she's back at these lows. And I just think that's something to look at. And if you got patient hands and we get back to where she was in March, February, January, December 2023, November 2023, get back to those areas in this bull market, there is a possibility from these juicy prices that will make 730% thereabout gain. So it's nice little 7x potential there on the Theron. That's what I do. I just share. You don't have to do this, but this is just one I'll put on your radar. There is a chance that maybe she'll play around in this area. Maybe she'll get down to some of these other prices, $33. Right now she's sitting at 41, and anywhere under 50 cents I think is a pretty good snack for this one. Just throwing that one out there. Let's go see what you guys are talking about. Why don't I see Casper on that list of yours? The one that says mic check? Nah, I know it. Mr. Miles says, I heard something bad about Kujira a while ago, but I can't remember what it was. I sold my Cosmos for a LeBaron, says Trega. It doesn't move very much. I still got my, I only have like 100 of them. I never added to it. The same 100 I've had for a long time. I've just had it staked, but the airdrops that it's earned me over, man, it kicked off last cycle with Osmosis. That was awesome. And then since then, there's just been, you know, so it's been worth it just having, they've already earned their keep, man. But no, I have not been, I don't actually buy and trade in Cosmos. I just got what I got staked there. I do have a lot of other tokens on that chain though. Justin Crypto says just buy Velo and Caspa, baby. Who wants to buy all my LeBron cards and Curry cards? Caspa's king and will surpass XRP. Well, let's take a look at Bitcoinio. I need to zoom out because life is just easier when you zoom out. You make more money when you zoom out. Where are you, chart? There's the one with the red line that I'm looking for. Oh, this one. You're not it. This is the idea most people are seeing right here. And that's completely valid. Completely valid. Probably looks a little bit more noticeable in the daily. You got this little questionable thing going on with this trend line, though, and I'm kind of curious about that. It's just going to be an area of rejection. So she could roll over there, but you know, she doesn't have to go up there. She can do all kinds of things underneath this trend line and keep going and going. So it's not too terrible. I see that as being a hard one to break above. I'm going to go ahead and move that. I think the 200 moving average will kind of keep that covered pretty well. If we again respect our trend lines and the angles. Yeah, got some of these ideas going on. You got this one, which, you know, that was support. Actually, that fits very well. That gets to wick, and if you take that angle up to the bodies there, the tops there, that gets the bodies up there. So either way that you define this channel, the channel idea that we got, it's also giving us some support ideas there. And I really do. I kind of like this one. And we'll carry that on. So there's a good point, that we're hoping that 49,000 was our little dip down in there, Wyckoff theory, that maybe that will be the spring, and we'll see what we can do. But we still are in danger. We still have not recovered the 200 moving average on the daily. So we still got some work to be done on Bitcoin, or else it might be just a little bit of a rollover. That's what everybody's trying to figure out. And nobody knows for sure. We're not quite, sure. We can chance it. But if you get overextended here, this would be like buying a top and she rolls over. That's no fun. Most of this was from a scare. It's good that it's got that big wick there, and that's a great sign. That's definitely a bottoming sign too. I find it amazing how these angles are respected. On the 5 moving average strategy, what I'm going to point out is the 100 moving average is coming in at 64,000. That means that it is on the table to be hit, to be retested before any rollover. It doesn't have to roll over. The positive side that I would see, if we're going to try to make some kind of recovery, which we could, would be to go up to 64,000, roll back, retest the 200 moving average, and see if that will hold at 62.3. That is the bullet scenario that I can see according to this strategy could play out. We got to negate this bearish cross of the 50 over the 200 moving average. But we could do that. It's a very slight slope. We could round that little sucker out with some positive price action. So it's not unconceivable that we can do some good things. The cloud is a little confused and it just signifies a lot of chops. So that's another scenario we can look at, as it being choppy for the next 4 to 6 weeks. And if we're going to range, I mean, a really good tool that I do like and other people like for checking out ranges is this little guy right here. And it suggests that we're headed towards 66 and maybe even hit 68. I'm not going to argue with that. We got some turbulence right here where we are. There's a big node, if you will, right over here behind my head. Right where we are and right where we've been rejected, but we can quickly move up to the 64.5 area according to this little tool. Called it a tool. It's such a tool. And again, taking a Fibonacci swing high to swing low, this area right here for the 200 moving average and the 50 are crossing. 61,983 is the number I got. So the $62,000 area right over here, just right above that little nipple node there. There's a lot of signs saying, man, it'll be great if price can get above it, but don't be disappointed if it doesn't. And if it doesn't, remember, we got some other areas to come back to. 57, 58. 58 is good. We tested that and kind of bounced off the 57 area. Rolling over a little bit, going sideways. Not the worst thing. Not the worst thing. We're breaking above it. That would be fun. You gotta admit that would be fun. So we're still seeing, and then we got our downward targets. If she does want to roll over, we do swing low to swing high to this wick over here. Well, we call it touch the wick. And we got our two targets here, 51,844. I kind of like this idea myself because I would like to add a little bit more Bitcoin after I see a bounce in these areas. I actually do like that. I would like to see that happen. If I see a bounce, and then I would feel more comfortable maybe making some plays with some spot margin. And if she looks still bearish there, then I'll just have to tuck my head between my legs and hope that we don't come way, way, way down past 40,000. Well, I will fuck. I can't see anything in the market that would do that, but you never know what's going to happen in the market, so that means nothing. We just go by probabilities, and probabilities are looking like we got a lot of sideways, but we got a nice little range of sideways is what it actually looks like. And that's how I'm trying to fix myself out to play it. Again, this tool is pretty kind of cool. Well, this tool is kind of cool. And I just pulled it from here, one on the 4 hour, and we're right ready at our point of control right there, 60,000. with a little target at 65.5, 65.6, 65.6. Guess we got a different set of data. All right, so total 3. That's something I also like to just look quickly at. Looks a lot like Bitcoin, doesn't it? Just zoom out. This is our altcoins, and they've still got a chance to come up a little bit. I'm looking for them to do that. So we're at $564 billion right now, and I can see us getting to 590 there, and hopefully to 627. Nice little increase. So we could see some things going on. Remember, just like Bitcoin, and I didn't talk about it, but Bitcoin on the bigger time frame, the daily, we're above the 9-moving average. That's good. Our next target is in 21 on the 50 area. So more up in our altcoins. We can see a little bit more green in the market, and I'm cool with it. I've had some take profit targets hit that I've had, and basically all I've done is I'm really playing my spot margin. But for instance, such as stacks, let's take a look at stacks. If Bitcoin's having a good day, stacks is usually having a good day. Well, I wasn't looking for perpetuals, but that's fine. We'll go with perpetuals. So basically what I'm doing, I'm taking 2 sets of Fibonacci's. I'm taking a swing high to swing low, like you always see me do. And I've got my orders just tapered down, already set in stone. Just, you know, they are tapered down. So target gets hit, bigger target gets hit, bigger target gets hit, when the main target gets hit, and just I'm taking my profits, paying off my loan, rolling things back over, and I've now got more availability for dry powder if we come back down here. If we bust through here, well, there'll always be a pullback to some level, and then I can go ahead and buy whatever that level is and ride the train onto the upside. But I would expect at some point we'll come up to this $2, what is that, 73 cents area, and probably roll over a little bit. And this is where I've sold out. Then when we roll over, I'll have a fib pulled, and I'll have I'll be pyramiding again some buy orders at certain limit orders. And that's what I do with the position style trading, which is mostly what I've been doing a lot of this cycle. But when you do it at a low, or even just getting into your swing trades when the market's at a low, when we got a drop and things like that, well, that's my favorite. That's what just perks me up. It makes me feel kind of tingly all over when I get into these low lows. Low. I'd like to point your attention, if I could, ladies and gentlemen, right over here, up and to the left. If you draw a line from the bottom of Stax's bottom on Friday, July 5th, that was reversal day. Some people on this channel might have said preemptively. I happen to see in the charts. I haven't seen anything so revealing since, though. Did you go down? Did I read that wrong? Ah, crap. I thought you were going. I should have sworn you were going up. No, I thought we had some divergence there. Well, I got you all hyped up for nothing. It would be great if it was. It doesn't have to be there for us to get our little bounce, but it would have made a nice one that maybe that was it. Maybe that was it, baby. But no. Well, suck-ass. Watch your language. My. There is here on the 4 hour, so maybe that's save a little bit of face there, but there is some divergence there on the 4 hour. RSI, I like this new RSI they got. When it gets deep and that starts turning red, oh, you know it's juicy. If you're on a bigger time frame and you see a dip down there in the nice juicy, especially on the daily, look at that. Friday, August 18th, 2023. That was a good one. That was the only one though daily. 8 hours got several of them. This last one was a huge one. So the August 5th dip down there, it was a little juicy buy time. That's what the RSI is saying. It didn't feel like it so much when you're sitting there wondering, is it going to keep going forever? Let's read the chat. I don't like that chat, T, says Striker. Bello blasted through the 4-hour 200 moving average. Let's take a look at Bello. Yetham Lord, she did. She sure did. Not only that, I believe she might have a breakout. Working on it. Still could be resistance right there. And that would be... You got a fib? I would see it roll over here about 11.2 cents. That's the play I would see. It would probably come up here. I don't know what it looked like, and then come back and retest this area at 10 cents. So, well, that's a 10% move. Let's zoom out and take a look at Bello. Nice possible double bottom forming there right at the top of this is 12.3 cents, and that's the area she's got to get above. That's just how these bottom areas go. She does that, gets a nice little measure move. And that can spell out 1.7 cents out of Bello. Hello, Bello. If it can manage to make it up that bar to that particular measure move, that's 65% gains. 200 moving average on the daily is coming in 11.4 cents, so that's a little area of concern here. I'd say that we are still probably in a nice little accumulation zone for it by my fib strategies. Yetham, right, perfectly right there at the area. The areolas. And the measure move and all that line up with that really nice, which leads me to believe that you should also have 2 cents and 2.4 cents on the radar for some of the main juicier targets that could come patiently over time. I would be, again, my basic idea is this guy, pyramid down. And I don't know if I had 100 Bello tokens, I don't know what that is, or let's say if I had 1,000 Bello tokens, but I could put 400 right here. I could put 300 at the next level. You can't really see this worth of crap. At 300, I could put 200 here and then 100 right here, and that's my whole 1,000. The 4-3-2-1 method to kind of pyramid down, that's another little strategy. It comes in handy from time to time. I don't do it every time. And then of course got some leverage trades and things like that going on, and I'm happy number go up. But Bello looks kind of cool. Bello looks cool. She trying to do some things. 4 hour looks really nice on Bello. Justin says you can get Bello on the Lobster Wallet using Stellar, otherwise uphold his listing in 2 days. Hey, and there's Joe. How's it going, Joe? Well, I got a bit Unix and I've just still got that trade going. I took a little profit when we started losing this trend line area and then bought back down here at this little spot. I guess I need to update my charts over here. I haven't done that. We did a swing high to swing low. Okay. I'm going to track this trend line and see how she does there. She should be making another little bottom here on this particular time. I'm on what, the 30-minute time frame here. And what I would like to do, she's got a little start of it right there, a little hint of it. And I'm hoping that maybe this trend line holds. What did I just do? Does that, wow, that worked. And therefore get a nice little bounce up. And so that brings us into, you know, a possible channel idea. And so 62.8, I think we got that analysis on some other side. And I think that number's come up somewhere else too. Watch that. But mainly, you know, I can move my stop loss. Can I move it up here? Well, yeah, I can just, can I? I could move it just right up here under that trend line and everything at 60,000. I don't have, what's going on here? This is not normal. That's not where it was. Let's refresh this. Oh, I got 58. Who had a heart attack seeing 58,000 out of that? Oh, I did let me move up my stop loss. Hey, you being janky. What's up with that? So what I've got to do, this is very small. This is a very tiny account over here, $27 up, $7 over there. Wow. And I was working on a little short here, which is a 9x short. They're both 9x. It's not much over here. Not much going on over on that one. I got my CoinEx one up. I don't have it pulled up right now. That's the main one I've been watching right there. So Standard & Poor, who cares about that? Other than it can reflect good on crypto if we kind of hold this level and come back up. We got actually, this was a nice little level to pull back to on that little guy. I'm just saying. I thought it was. I mean, I know we broke that main trend line, but and it can come up and roll over a little bit. But oh yeah, you got this steeper from that one, right? But not from this one. This was pretty decent, right? 236, 382 area. I think we still got some more stuff to come out of S&P, so I don't think that's about to tank the market anytime too soon. I've noticed Bitcoin dominance is starting to rip back up again, and that has an effect on our altcoins here. So again, we're looking at total 3 in this area, about 580 and billion dollars. We're sitting at 564. I think we can get up there a little bit, but you know, you are in danger of rolling over there and also at that 624, wherever we were talking about over earlier. Well, this other, I can't even get you to draw this other little area. Tangem wallets, if you don't have one, man, you're not protecting your stuff, man. You can get 10% off with the code word DOG. Love Tangem wallets. Use them every day. You do need an NFC enabled smartphone. If you've got a relatively new phone in the last 4 or 5 years, you're probably a-okay on that. I'm taking a look at that banana. I got a moon bag of banana doing some stuff. She broke out of this little guy, if you can see that. I didn't draw the bottom trend line. You can look at it as a channel, or you can look at it several different ways. I prefer channel. I'm potting about, oh look, it's one of them. It's a hooter. It's a bullish hooter. It's a bullish horn. Yeah, okay, as long as you go, you can get the same measure move, depending on where you take it. And, well, yep, could be. I also would like to put this down where she retests. I'm testing out this theory, so it's not anything solid, but there is a, you know, there's a solid move ratio there. Bukowski's measure move, I think we already, did we already do that? I suggest we can come up here to this area about 68. I think it's kind of juicy and interesting. For banana, I haven't seen you up there in them numbers quite a while. I don't think I've ever remember seeing you up there. This thing was hanging around $20 at one point, right? 20 or 30? Was it 30? Oh, this is... Yeah, Binance doesn't have a full chart. She was down lower. Banana Coin looks like she's flagging out, having a little bit of trouble on the 4-hour 100 moving average. But if she can break up above it, I don't see why she couldn't. Ichimoku Cloud kind of sports out of this. She'll probably get rejected here first and then break it on her second attempt. I'm just seeing that, throwing that idea out there. That's what this kind of suggests to me. When I look at it, then we could reject it and come down to the 9 or 21 moving average, retest this little area back over here, and then try to stair step our way back up. Given that possibility, I think there might be a play there for anyone interested in Banana Coin. It's not bad, 10% below the wicks over here if you can wait for it to come back to this area. Now, if it tests a little higher, well, you would want to adjust accordingly. I'd probably put it up right below over here. That's about 12%. I like the idea because it's got a chance to do a retest. If you draw a trend line here, we're on the 4-hour time frame. It's got a chance to do a retest, and that also involves these moving averages. Now, a little thing with this 5 moving average strategy is that when we lose the 100 on the whatever time frame we're looking for, when she gets rejected, she likes to go back to the previous moving average. So yeah, we'll come to the 9, but we'll probably pop through the 9 and come back and test the 50. Weird, but just to see, just right. And that could get us, yeah. And if we can wait for that area to jump in. We're working about like $36 with a $68 target. That's about 80, a little bit more. What is it, about 85? But 85% gains, you got a 9.2 to 1 risk reward ratio. This is the kind of setups that kind of put a little tickle in my pickle. But look at the warnings, man. She's getting ready to come back down there in a little bit, or has a chance to. Momentum wave still looks strong. Money flow starting to come up, so it won't be a real strong pullback. So you might have to adjust accordingly if you want to see her gaining support. And this is where I just like to put it out, them old fibs. You know, them fibbies, they can kind of help you nail this. Let's put a fib on it. Swing high, swing low. The fibs are coming in. They kind of fine tune it for us just a little bit. 37.91 on the 1 hour. Well, it doesn't matter what time frame for the fib. The moving averages are giving it a little bit of confidence though in this particular time frame. I'll say that. So we got a little zone, ladies and gentlemen. A nice little area that price could, and they technically call it a throwback. Let's raise this little guy up there. That would be 11% on spot if you put a stop loss underneath this second target over here. And that's fairly reasonably safe. If she breaks back into this trend line, it would be a negated trade, and therefore your stop loss would save you. You could actually put a couple orders, and that's actually what I do. Remember the little pyramid strategy? Yeah. I doesn't always get them, but it gets several of them. How would you do that, Road Dog? How do you know which ones to go with? Baby, did you know that you can fib within the fibs? You can mark them off right there and section them off. That's one idea, you know, or you could just do whatever. Look support resistance. You got a little area, man. $36 to $38. She can dip down in there and accumulate. That's one idea that I've got for coin. We got banana. RUNE is doing good. RUNE is looking kind of hot. Or not hot, but she's looking Healthier, maybe that's it. Girl, you look like you were on your deathbed forever. You look great today. You look beautiful. All made up, all pretty, just getting a little, is that a breakout? That looks like a breakout. I don't want to call a breakout too early. It looks like a breakout. Now it doesn't look like a breakout. It looks like a mess. It looks like a big old convoluted mess. I like my fibs. I hate to mess up my fibs, but we can redraw them. Now, a lot of people saw a shoulder ahead and a shoulder, and ironically, yeah, I mean, that could, you got a neckline, so I ain't bitching about it, and this shoulder was basically about even with this one, so that's fair enough. A lot of times I'm looking for a lower right shoulder, and those are the best ones that I've found. But as we're doing that, and okay, maybe you got a little something, that's a big old humongous thingy thing. Yeah, I got this idea for a trend line, which now has become support, so I kind of like that. I like to find the support resistance flips, even if they're on a diagonal trend there. Oh, you nailed that. And if we come down to where it was there, I'll just stick with what we got. So swing high to swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. Gives me my first target at 458 for RUNE, which is a nice little come up. I like that idea. Maybe about another 25% up. From there, 696 is a good little target. Looking to the left over here, we see a support resistance area with support, then it was resistance here, so that's nice. That's 88% gains, and we just headed toward the 618. That's just what normally happens over time with these fibs. That's why I would put my money for it to go is $8. Yeah, baby, go there. I've been waiting for it forever. Been waiting on $8 since we was down here, so it doesn't mean she goes there quick, folks, but she can get to these areas. You were a different fib there, though, weren't you? Still waiting for $8 forever. Not the greatest signs out of the moving averages that we got because they've all flipped bearish, and we could also easily come up to the 200 and 100 moving average area. That's just a little over 405, 408. We might have a little rollover and some kind of rollover and pull back and then try to go forward. There's still some all kinds of possibilities. It's not just up from here, but it's looking better. We do have some positive reactions to the trend lines. We got some positive price moving here. Might even have some divergence here. Do you? Did you? Now you look tricky on here, man. I can't really tell until I actually pull it up. If I look at it just before I actually blow it up, it looks like it's got divergence. When I blow it up, it's not there. Nice support resistance flip. That's the idea I'm looking at. And you can come over and do this idea too now, and that of course will be resistance as well. That works, but it's not the greatest trend line. So I'm going to stick with this gold guide. I would be doing like this idea, and that gives us room to hit this 450 area too. I like that. A little secondary trend line as she starts to round out a little bit. That's what we're starting to see there. It is a healthy sign for him because she needs that. But she could be ranging all through here, so she might be a little bit of a slow play. That's why I've got some take profit points up through all these areas too. We got near coming in at 426. Another one that I like. Had a bigger bag. Got a much smaller bag now, trying to make it a bigger bag. And such as Life Say La Vie came down here and bounced off of that guy about $3. Tighten up my trend lines over here, make sure we got them kind of lined up nice. Gets kind of funky over here. Now we can't include this information, and that's helpful from our starting point back over here. And that spells out a support resistance area. I think I would just rather take another look at this one. Fibber out, see where she bounced from. Oh, you recovered that. Ooh, you didn't make it down to 269 near. I mean, that's still on the table. It may not happen, but it's still on the table. Got a little bit of a falling channel idea, but I'm still not sold on the parameters there, I think. For a temporary thing, that works. I think this makes a little bit more sense right there. With those angles, that gets a wick and should have candle bodies close enough. Put it up to the candle bodies in there. I've been following this one for a little while. See how it does. We're claiming that 618 area. That's a good sign. That means that maybe, baby, we bottom out here temporarily. And it points towards 573, with 515 also being a nice little target for near. Make sure I got my orders set there. I'm not seeing a sign of a pullback just quite yet because she's being a little bullish. But right now, if she's to pull back, we'd be looking at about the $3.95 to $4 area. Retesting that. This guy somewhere over here. As she tries to figure out what she is going to do, she's making a new trend line here, and she was that. Well, it could have been the third hump in the dump, but we didn't dump. We came up here, so might there be another bigger hump than a dump? You never know. 4 hours is kind of interesting. So we got a trend line that we're following here, and the bottom hits 407. If that holds, it's a good buying spot. If it breaks through, that's a good selling spot. Simple rules. I like the way this looks. It looks like she's trying to do something. Money flow's going into the green on the 4 hours. So she's got some strength. 200 moving average coming up with a 618 Fibonacci area right in the same area. 507 to 517 for near Vegas. Crypto Brat says, smash the likes. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Every little bit does help because this is a tiny channel and that's how it grows.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you very much.
Crypto Brat says, oh, I got a little alien. Yeah. Hey, remember, I got to do a membership stream soon too. Can we look at Ponky? Yeah, I sure can. A lot of these look a lot alike. We got a main trend line, so that's the resistance. So in a nutshell, that looks like a good area too. I've got this going by the color of the line I got marked there. That should be a good area. But in a nutshell, what we're looking for is to come up, price to come up, and break back into this line and hold it. If it can do that, it couldn't do it over here, but if it can do it, and then we can get a strong move up, and this would be considered a bear trap. Doesn't have to be, but it could and it should. And she was in a kind of a funky little channel there. But seeing this, let's zoom out a little bit and see if we got any other things and make sure we're not just being biased. Although that's the nice trend lines, bearish retest. Daily says she could come back 24 cents. She could. Doesn't mean she will. Oh, nice. Going from all the way swing low to swing high. That's a 618. Bless your little heart. So we got that. And we got this, which is the one that we're below. So that's going to be some resistance there. Might I suggest that $0.90 might be coming into play if we're looking for the higher high targets there. Also 85 cents. I would look for that one first, but 90 is actually on the radar of that particular fib. Sweet. Look at that. It's not like it's going to happen tomorrow. She's got a lot of stuff to recover here too, but not bad. Bouncing off the 200 moving average. We're going to have a little bit of sideways and whatnots here. Well, look at that shoulder, head and shoulder. She's going to die. So as she pulls back, we want to look at, it could be 32 cents, but I'm not going to mark it. Normally I'm more concerned about the 30-cent area here. I think that's the main one she can come back to. 26 cents is also on the radar, but a nice little bounce on the 618, and then maybe we can recover this area. Go back up to the 200 moving average, which is coming in at my cheater fib over here. So we're going to go ahead and mark that one there too, since we got confidence on the 4 hour for that guy. That's a 48 cents target. She's been there before. She can do it again. Rah, rah, rah. And you know you can. Punky. Where we are, from where we can come down to, if we can get it at 30 cents and then go up there, that's a nice 60% gain. But she can come down there because she broke a trend line, so broke her little market structure there, retested bearishly. So we're slowly, it's got a good chance to slowly trickle its way down to tickle the 30-cent area.
That makes me giggle.
I lost my OBS screen. Where'd it go? There you are. What's happened, man? So, Punky. Doing the Punky Monkey. Let's go not let this get too far away from me. Grimmer says CTI. Man, I haven't looked at that in a Clintex. Have I? Seems like it's been a minute since I looked at that. Still that major trend line. Okay, still the same. That's a nice candle structure there. I like the way that looks, especially bouncing off of this area. Right over there. So for CTI Clintex, it's got to retest the 17-cent area. Same story. If we can break above the trend line, that's great. If not, then we kind of jiggle-jaggle around here trying to figure out if this is a bottom or not. And depending on what Bitcoin does, if we are at an okay point, a turnaround point, or maybe we can recover in Bitcoin and we're not rolling over just yet or rolling over. I mean, I can see us, if we are going to roll over, it's got time to go up and then roll over. But if Bitcoin can make it through and start getting more bullish, then it can recover and then we can get some stronger moves out of this. And that goes for all the altcoins, but it looks nice here on the daily. It's gained the 9-moving average, starting to tackle the 21. Some of the indicators are kind of tapped out a little bit high, but that she's got some gas in her. I see. Why did you move it? That 50 moving average on the daily would be the beautiful target right there, my personal opinion. 17.0172. Sam Webb says Casper's a Mandela effect. It really spelled Cadena.
Oh, that was funny. That was so funny.
Wars have been fought for less. The seas will run red. Did we look at Casper? I'm sure that we did. But I don't think we looked at it against Bitcoin. That's kind of a nice sign. She still hasn't made her move yet, but she can still, it looks like she's still holding the support area. 278 Satoshis, working her way to 322 Satoshis coming soon. And Satoshi wise, that's not a bad little come up. That's a nice, what is that? 18% come up on your Satoshis? It's got the green light here on Market Cipher on the daily for it's been verified, rectified, nullified, not nullified, sanctified. $294 Satoshis might be a little area of concern there. Mr. Miles, change to live chat to your wipe. Change to live chat to your whiteboard list. I don't really know exactly in context what you mean. Striker says, price prediction. Oh, now we start our music all over.
Thank you very much.
Because I go to live chat, top chat. You're on top chat. Oh, this one I got on live chat. It does start out over there on top chat a lot. But yeah, this one says live. All right, so a few others that we kind of follow here. Some that I got some skin in the game is Arweave. Come on, baby, Arweave. Bitcoin, what are you up to right now? Bitcoin up, Bitcoin down. What Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin is 60,800. So I've got a trend line here. We're clearly getting some resistance on. Dang it, Arweave. Dang it, Bobby. I'm on the 6 hour. I don't know why I'm on the 6 hour, but I like that cloud on the 6 hour. What does the 4 hour look like? We got a cloud there too, and we're breaking through it. Okay, I can live with that. She's going to try to pop up there. You going to try to work toward $26? 28 maybe? Yeah, Arweave, I feel you, baby. I feel you because I've been accumulating your sweetness. Shake it. This will be what I want to look at. That 100 moving average. Where are you coming in at, baby? What is that? $23? Yeah, we gotta. She's showing us a sign there that she's gonna get bounced down around there. What else can you tell me here? Oh wow, I eyeballed that. Okay. That is below the 0.5. Ooh, looky there. 200 moving average coming in at that 618. I'm marking that little guy. That looks nice and gorgeous. Why, heck yeah, on this particular move right here. Now, swing high highs is where we got the other ones, but you also have this one that you can play too. It might be a little bit more finesse since that was the most recent move there, and that's what our ratio is kind of based on right here. So with your fibs, you got some options there on how you want to play them. I just like to play them. All right, now we're at resistance at 2268. Come on, baby. I think you can do it. See if we can go to 24. See if we can go to 26 and maybe 28 out of RUNE. That would be nice. If she breaks above this almost $23 area and gets up to these 618 areas, that's 17 to 23, 24% gains. Just on spot. Got injected protocol. What's she trying to do? Almost at $19, still making higher highs, higher lows, doing the good old things. I think this looks interesting. Oh yeah, she go from candle bodies, that to that. So we got that idea going on. So she could get some rejection there. And then we got this little guy going on. There's some ideas. This is can roll over. A lot of times they do roll over. This is your main bottom trend line, giving you a upward channel. So that also gives you some confluence with this 200 moving average right here. I'm on the 4-hour time frame, by the way. I do plan out a lot of trades on the 4-hour, especially a lot recently because I want a little quicker profit. So the 4-hour gives me some quicker profits. Bigger time frames, bigger moves, bigger profits, that kind of thing. Boom. Where you? Oh, looky there. Wow, that's beautiful. The stars have aligned. The IJ should go to 2179. Go do it, baby. Run, Forrest, run. 4-hour, got money flow coming in. That's the main thing I'm looking at right there. This little guy turns green. This little guy turns green. I can do all kinds of good stuff over there. I like that. IJ's. What you got from here? 16%? 15%? Spot? Not bad, I say, not bad. Celestia popping above the 4-hour 200 moving average. We got the 9 moving average barely crossing over it. It's the green fairy cross, just crossing right over that 200. Twinkle your toes. This looks bullish on this one. Ichimoku Cloud says, hold on, watch what I do. This is Tia Celestia. She got really dirt cheap, making a nice little double bottom area. Just that idea alone. Less that idea alone, just go from candle body tops, draw a line there, take a measure move. This is just for your double bottom, or if you also, you just gotta zoom out a little bit. You see, it's the same thing as a channel, a sideways channel. Yeah. Measure moves the same as the sideways channel. It's basically just a fancy way of spelling out a sideways channel. I'm just saying. That sounds too easy. Why do you keep moving that line? I'm trying to copy it. There we go. Finally happened there. So I took the measure moves all the way down to the wicks because, well, you can. And I'm going to put it all the way up here, and I probably could put it a little higher on top of those wicks, but I didn't. I put it on the candle bodies. I'm going to line her up right where she is, and I'm going to mark that little guy with the little blue line like I always do here. That way I know what the hell it is when I see it. It's, oh, it's a measure move because we get some blue line. Look over to the left a little bit and see there's a little bit of a support resistance flip in this area. See where we're candle bodies. And then they come down and top it. Yeah, this little guy right here. Come down and top it, and then we blow it through. So that looks juicy to me. $10.72 out of Tia just for measure moves, pattern, channel trading, whatever you want to call it, pattern. Fibonacci wise, I'd be looking at this 896 area every time. For real, for real. Also a good area if you look to the left there. Now I used to start out looking for support resistance lines, but I don't do that anymore. I can always do my fibs and I look to the left and then I lay there they are. But it is important to look to the left just to make sure you got some confluence, and wherever you see the most chop that's probably a dang good fib area. You got other tools you can pull out, like the little rangefinder thing that we've had, a little range volume thingy majiggy thing. Those are kind of cool too for the ranges. Lucky we're at a resistance point right at the moment. That's gonna be hard to get above. I bet if you go swing low or swing high to swing low, you'd also get a sign there. 618 where we're getting some rejection here on the fibbies. So different ways to get to the same destination when it comes to TA. Just got to find what you feel comfortable with and what, you know, back test and work. You try it out. So, that works for me. 735, 8, 9, and 10, 72. There-ish about this possible for Celestia from where we are now. Those gains can go up to 70%, 40%, maybe just 16%. So you can also come back to about 545. So let's don't forget that on this bigger time frame here. This daily time frame there. Oh, use a 382, not a 618. Mr. Mouse says, weird, I'm seeing messages that isn't showing on your screen. Mercy C says, show me them biddies. Ha. Nothing like some nice biddies. I like accumulating biddies. He just drew cleavage, did I? Good excuse, says Straker. When can I get a stream where he charts everything against Caspa, says Mr. Miles. No, we did Caspa earlier, actually. I'm pretty sure we did. I thought it was the second coin we did. May not have been. No, I got sidetracked at night. I started out with Kujira, I think, because she's cheap. Support resistance area that we're playing with here, 50 moving average, that kind of deal. We're struggling with this 17 cent area, and probably will. Personally, I'm hoping for a little bit of rollover to retest about 14.7, 14.8. We got that 200 moving average. Wouldn't mind touching it one more time before we start going up to the upside. But if it did that, you know, she might come down here into these areas too. So hard to say. We can extend this now, or just draw a new one. Take in account this new information there. One of these days, you'll get up there. 19 cents is a good target. Shorter term, 19 and then 17.6. I got an order sitting at 17.6. Just to get a little bit more profit out of these guys. I didn't do Vara, did I? I did Vela. Or Velo or something. I'll do that one. This is probably the last one I do tonight. 11:05. What happened, Vara? Do it against Coinbase here. She's down. Oh, we're looking for that point. Oh, that could happen. It doesn't have to happen, but it could. Let's see what we got here. This was our last leg. You got any confluence with any kind of measure move? Ooh, maybe. Don't want to go down there, do you? All right, that's cool. Try not to freak everybody out. Okay, so let's pull our fibs out and see if we are in the reversal area. That's what we're looking at. Lay it on there, baby. Lay it on there. Oh, there you are. You're the culprit. There you go. Got them pulled up there the way it's supposed to be. Yeah, there you're lining up. The 0.5 here is looking kind of nice. It seems to be holding. It's got a chance to come down to 0.0107-ish here. 0.01. Well, I got 0.0107 here on the Coinbase chart. It can happen. Doesn't mean it has to happen at all. Ichimoku Cloud's not really. So I might take you there. I might really take you, or I might not. But I might just take you there. So she's kind of on the fence there. If nothing else, it looks like we can bounce here for a little bit. I'm not seeing the bullish move for it just yet. There is some, well, let me pull it up to make sure. No, there's not. All right, man. That's the third or fourth time you fake me out here when I think I see some divergence forming here. Actually, there is. Okay, there is. Slightly. It moves up just slightly. And that's from here to here. So that's, I mean, that's enough to get us to where this might be a bottom out. So for this one, I would be cautious against a move like this happening, because that could happen. This would be the lowest I would see us going. But again, it does not have to do that. Or she could just bounce from here, make a double, you know, a double bottom, even a triple bottom or something like that. But this is the main area right there at 0.042 that anything in this zone is just considered accumulation. And you look back in about, you know, 2 or 3 months and say, dang, I wish I'd bought more at 4 cents or less. It's that kind of area, in my personal opinion. So I think she got potential. She just, it's just not her day just quite yet on the daily chart. She's trying to get above that 9 moving average and has been for a while, just hasn't really solidified it. Look on the 4 hour, and we're still below the 200. So she got some work to come to accomplish. If she can regain, oh, and did she do it? No, she hasn't done it yet. If she can regain the 1 hour 200 moving average, that's usually a good start to watch, and then you can jump up to 4 hour in the daily or the time frames that you normally plan your trades on and everything, and see how she does on the 200 on that. And once you're above the 200 in whatever time frame, you are officially bullish. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. It's been a pleasure. Got the microphone on. It went okay. Covered some good coins tonight. Covered some good ground. Bitcoin again. Just taking one last look at her. Looking on the smaller time frames. This is when I'm just sitting here watching it at home. I'm usually just watching it on the smaller time frame. Don't trade off of it. I just watch it. Trade off of the bigger time frames, but we got a little breakout going on. So looking a little promising. I do see Bitcoin going back up to 62,000, 62.5, testing that. There's a good chance we might roll over there. There's also a little small chance we might make it 64,000. See what we do there too. So it looks good. It's not looking bad so far, but we still gotta. We don't know for sure what she's going to do, but right now she's holding in there good, and that's bullish in itself. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you again tomorrow night. Good night, everybody.
Crypto run, taking its own sweet time. When there's ever gonna move, portfolios are dripping red tonight. Build out our stormy in our minds. They say that buying red days can make us millionaires. One bullish cross is all we need. Sometimes trading this market ain't always what it claims to be. Well, Bitcoin, I'll hide you. I'll forever DCA into you. I'll forever hodl you, Bitcoin.
so ice, ice, ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Feet eye off the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you wish really was part your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wifey know you're begging for my notice? Promise you're the same, running for the meds. Show you like my vibe, that's my candy on my wrist. Bad habits, little rabbit. Now sit down, you can have it. I see it when you walk my way. Nice big head, come and play with me.
Good night, John boy.
Pick it up.
What up, Barry Allen? Throw me 5